Barbados is a peaceful paradise.
Nobody can cause it. It's only who.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let watch this man.
You looking good.
Okay. Yo, this are the French anthem. Feel all of the French girl there. Wow. Me book a girl from Mada. She said we wish she want climb up the ladder.
Being a DJ and producer definitely requires different skills, and I would say it requires different brains.
She said it's a bar, je m'appelle Eliana. The catch fat, she make the dance stammer. Sit the energy and look on her feet. Tell your point a beat. First time I touch Dog Martinique, everybody know them guys.
My name is DJ Puffy from Barbados, world DJ champion, international producer.
Came up with a sign, I was like, it's me. Thank you. They had no fucking clue. They had no clue.
How are you? Did you see the sign? It was like, welcome DJ Puffy.
Quick summary on how I became a DJ. I will try to summarize it as much as I can. Long story short, DJing was like a hobby for me. And I downloaded Virtual DJ on my computer while I was in high school. I started messing around with it. Fast forward to using my computer science interests and IT interests. That's what I was doing at school, to kind of create a online radio station where like my friends from different high schools, they would tune in and listen to me practice DJing. I really didn't care about taking it as far as I could. I just wanted to play music for my friends, long story short. Fast forward, probably a year after that, I ended up being marketing manager for a youth group in Barbados. And we were raising funds as a party. We threw a party to raise funds for costume production for the band. And I was like, yo, to save money, let's not hire 3 DJs, just hire 2, and I will just fill the slot in the beginning while nobody is in the party, obviously. So I was there DJing, and the guy who's my manager today, Matthew, he threw parties at the club that we rented. So he heard me and he was like, yo, I know you from somewhere. I was like, yeah, cool. Because I used to model before, and he hired me for a modeling gig probably like a year back. And I was like, yeah. He was like, you're a DJ? I said, no, not really. Like, just do it for fun, but it's not really like a serious thing, you know? And he was like, nah, you sound good. How about you come do this gig on Saturday in this room? And I was like, all right, yeah, cool. I'll take it. Extra $100, like, you know what I mean? I took the gig. The gig went well. And that turned into every Saturday. Saturdays turned into Tuesdays and Saturdays. And then Tuesdays and Saturdays turned into Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And that's how DJ Puffy was born. My biggest inspiration on why I wanted to be a DJ, the enjoyment that came from seeing people dance and enjoy themselves to what I was doing, was the initial, or not even dance, like even when I started the internet radio, like just seeing people react on the chat or on Twitter. Like I think the enjoyment that, or the satisfaction that brought me, knowing that people were enjoying this, I think that was the initial thing when I was a kid. Caribbean culture is very rich in many things. We love ourselves. We take pride in who we are. We're very energetic. And I think that those are like the main things that really drive my style and how I perform. The energy is through the roof. And I think Caribbean people are also very inclusive and interactive. We don't like to leave anybody behind or make people feel left out. And I think that that shines through. I'm very interactive, especially with my audience, people that I'm performing to. And I always want to pull them and get them involved and make them feel like a part of my performance. So those would be two of the main elements that really come from the culture that influence my style and performance. The biggest challenge in my journey to becoming a DJ, I will say, and it ended up working as a strength, geographical location. Coming from Barbados and living in Barbados, resources are very limited. Especially when I started, because I mean, the internet was just, YouTube was just booming. Before, it probably would have been even harder. But we don't have as many resources as, say, somebody from North America would, or even Europe. You know, we're not exposed to all the music, all the clubs, the people that might be able to put us on or put us in a space that would allow us to see or be inspired and see something bigger and then have something to work towards. So I think being from Barbados was challenging because a lot of things weren't as easily accessible as opposed to if you say you come from another continent. However, plowing through that and stepping over each hurdle allowed you or allowed myself or can allow other artists to become a big fish in a small pond, which then, if you're number one in Barbados for something, then it allows you to present yourself in a way to other people where they say, well, yo, this is the top DJ or the top athlete or the top designer from Barbados. And that in itself, when it comes to networking, is a stepping stone. So it's kind of like if you play snakes and ladders and you hit a ladder and it goes whoop, and you jump the board, that definitely works in your favor.
Wow. It doesn't have to be cool. Any girls happy to be alive, but you're happy to be alive.
Being a DJ and producer definitely requires different skills. And I would say it requires different brains. I would tell people all the time, my producer brain is completely separate from my DJ brain. If you look at a Venn diagram, there is a space where it kind of overlaps. But when I'm producing, I have to like be in producer mode. And when I'm DJing, I have to be in DJ mode. How do I explain that a little bit more? I feel like production, obviously, I'm trying to do things from scratch. So I'm trying to take whatever it is in here or in here and allow that to materialize. Whereas with DJing, I'm taking something that's already produced and performing or presenting it or blending it with something else that's already produced. So I think that with DJing, I already have the material. It's already in the physical world. With production, I'm taking it from, you know, the universe or wherever that creative energy comes from, and I'm now bringing it into the physical world, if that makes sense. I will say that the skills that you get or you earn or you develop from DJing, especially in terms of how you hear music and develop your ear, could help speed up the process with production. I don't think that I've seen it work the other way around. I could be wrong though, but yeah.
I came from Barbados just to be here today, homie. My party was last night, and I came 3 o'clock in the morning, straight to the airport to get here today. You all know how much I love Toronto. If you love Toronto like I love Toronto, make some noise right now, yo. So you already know we in the building tonight. So yo, let me tell you, hey.
She's in love with who I am.
Let's go.
Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance.
Let's go.
Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hand.
Let's go.
I did half a zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, like a light, like a light, like.
I am trying to challenge the music industry by shining light on areas or territories that people wouldn't necessarily look into on like for a first choice. So for instance, I have a residency in Las Vegas. You would not think that somebody from Barbados would be able to achieve something like that. The average talent scout would not say, let me go to Barbados and see if I could discover the next Janet Jackson, Beyonce, and that has materialized. And now we have Rihanna, who is the biggest, most influential pop star in the world. She's from Barbados. Puffy's from Barbados. We have top athletes from Barbados, Darian King, one of the greatest tennis players to ever come from the region, and it goes on and on. There's so many different hidden gems and talents from Barbados. So that is how I'm trying to challenge people. I'm trying to say, yo, I'm from a place that's this big, but we got talent this big. And you need to look more into these places, not just the Caribbean, but it could be a small place in Asia, somewhere in Africa, To say exactly how I envision or how I expect my music career to go, I don't think is something that I could do at this moment. I've already achieved things that, people that I haven't even, or I didn't even dream of. So I think right now I'm just trying to continue to build on the momentum and evolve organically. I would love to be remembered for or as the person that knocked doors down for other people. That really, what you see Khaled say, they didn't want us through the door, so we knocked the door down. We took the hinges off. That kind of thing. I want to be remembered as the person that really built the foundation for other people to soar and achieve what it is that they want to achieve.
The earthquake drop over 24 to Toronto today. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go! Steady, 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 steady. Drop your rope off of me. We're doing this tomorrow too. Steady, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah. No, squad under them with their good knees. Asking like a Ferris wheel. Come drop all the thing now breathe. They don't let you drop your keys.
When creating something deeply personal, it is important to understand that the creative process starts inward. However, you're producing something, again, that's materializing into the physical world. If you plan to share it with other people, you have to understand the process of consumption when it comes to, me sharing a song or something that I made, built with you. It starts with the introduction, and then there is some kind of interpretation, digestion, and then an opinion is formed. Feedback is given. That's communication. Understanding that an opinion is what is the result of you presenting your product to the world and not having any hard feelings about that, because art is always left up to other people's opinions and interpretations. So you being you and her being her, we are all different people and we will all have different interpretations and opinions on something. So I will never, bringing it full circle, I would never take it to heart if you have a different opinion. Yes, while creating something, I might have an objective and I might want you to have this opinion, but I can't take it personal if you have something else, because you are you and you are shaped by all kinds of experiences and environments, and I can't take that personally at all, man. So yeah, I know it was a bit long-winded, that and philosophical, that response, but yeah, that's how I feel about it. Does Caribana hold any special significance to Puffy? First of all, this is my first time experiencing Caribana, because Caribana on Toronto Carnival, they're always the same time as Barbados Crop Over Festival, which is our carnival in Barbados as well. I have taken the chance and the opportunity to come here to Toronto to experience the Caribana. My best friend, one of my best friends, Dr. J, the SOCA Prince, he is one of the most monumental pillars of this festival when it comes to SOCA and experiencing culture, Caribbean culture in this country. And he's always been like, yo, you know, I know you got Barbados, but you know, maybe if you could reach for Toronto, it would be great. I just think now is the time. Now is the time. I got so much stuff going on. I have the opportunity to headline CABANA Pool 2 days in a row. And obviously Jay is responsible for that. So him being who he is and me being at the point of my career that I'm at right now, I think that is great, and it's definitely time, and I'm super happy to be here. And yeah, it's about to be a fantastic weekend.
Put your phone late, pan a Barbie. Oi, pan a Barbie, oh. Hit your phone late, pan a Barbie. Oh. You got a best friend, she's a Barbie. Oh. Put your phone late, pan a Barbie. Oh. You got a girlfriend, she's a Barbie. Okay.